How's it going, everyone? Today we have the Schok Flip and we're going to be reviewing this little device. It's the cousin of the Schok Classic, so it's a little bit different. Even in its design, it has its resemblance, of course, but it is a tad different. At least the look and feel is a little bit different than the Schok Classic, and I enjoy it, and I've been using it for the last couple of days. But I don't think it's the most amazing device. There are better alternatives out there. It's only sold on T-Mobile as of right now, and it's not sold anywhere else. So if you want to use it on AT&T or on Verizon, besides just whitelisting, the device may be capable or not. You will have to wait, buy it outright, wait for them to provide you the unlock code, which you can go to the settings and actually just unlock it if you pay outright. So you don't need to even call them or wait for them a lot. I think there is a limitation. I think it's like 3-4 days that has to be on the network before they unlock it. But besides that, they will not have any issues if you have been having a line for a long time. I pay for mine outright. I haven't tried the unlock feature yet, but I went through the documentation and it says essentially wait a couple days. Don't try to unlock it the first day. It has a lot of basic functionalities: FM radio, messages, world clock, calendar, and these come in the form of Android Go. So it's not the most advanced calendar or the most advanced functionality, but it does have it. Now, the main difference between the Schok Classic and the Schok Flip, which have very similar names, is that the Schok Flip is running Android Go. So a lot of the things that used to work on the Schok Classic, like a full feature version of the Play Store and a lot of other things, because it was Android 8.1, if I remember correctly, do not work here. So for example, when you open up and you try to use the apps for flip mouse, which is the trick that we have for flip phones or for phones that don't have a touchscreen, in order to use apps like WhatsApp, in order to use apps that need a mouse, does not work here. It did work in the Schok Classic because it used a different layer of Android, but apparently there is a bug with this version of the Schok Classic, or I'm sorry, the Schok Flip. And again, it's a good option. If all you need is calls, text messages does it very well. Call quality is pretty decent. Text messages includes T9 and also includes triple click, so you can change it. Very easy to navigate. But if you need extra functionality, like let's say you want a podcast app or a maps app or something like that, this may not be the best device since it does not have that capability to click. Even on the browser, it does have some issues sometimes when you try to click through the mouse. So it's not a pretty good implementation from Schok. It's lacking in that department. Their own native apps do work, but it doesn't work completely well. So I wouldn't bank on it if you want to use extra apps. Again, if you're looking for a reliable device that is just calls, text messages, and FM radio, calendar, just those basic things, then I think this is a good device. But if you're looking for a little bit extra because of the Android capability, then I would not try to use this. This device does have the ability to create ADB, so you are able to push in applications. If you don't know what that means, make sure to look at my other videos on this matter, how to push applications into flip phones that have Android, and you use the ADB, you're able to get to developer options without any issues, without any hiccups, but it does not have some of the functionality, so it's kind of useless unless you use a Bluetooth mouse. So you can connect this to a Bluetooth mouse, and then you will have the ability to use your applications in whichever way you want. Now, that is not the most reliable method, and I wouldn't recommend it because you're not bringing a mouse everywhere you go, unless maybe it's like a super tiny one. But even then, it's not the most amazing experience to, hey, I need some smart features, I need to use the mouse. It's not intuitive. So it will be better for you if you really need those features like Google Maps, you need WhatsApp, or you need any other apps for work or for your personal life, communication with family, things like that, overseas. Maybe get a different device, something like the Cat S22 Flip. That one has the ability, the Sonin XP3, not the XP3 Plus, and if you can find it, the Schok Classic, the original one, not the Schok Flip. This is available on T-Mobile for $96, so it's pretty inexpensive, but it's still up there in the higher quality, top tier of the first kind of like $100 barrier right there. It's not a bad device. I think a lot of you can, and I will recommend it if you only need the basics. But if you need anything else than that, then sadly, it's a no-go for this device. Thanks for watching this video. I haven't been on camera for a little while, but I just wanted to mix it up a little bit, just put some scenes. I try to showcase as much of the phone as possible, since that's what you're looking for. But if you have any questions, specific questions about this device or any of the other devices that I have reviewed, make sure to put them in the comments below. I'll be interacting with you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, a video about my setup and the new case that just released for the Light Phone 2 via a third-party manufacturer. So again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.